Now we will talk about forgiveness. Somebody, you are angry with someone, you don't like someone, somebody hurt you, said a word or did something, and somebody is angry with you, or you are angry with someone, forgiving. Okay, it doesn't matter, it has happened. When you forgive, you feel better. Your feeling is hurt, say no, I won't forgive. Let that person come and say. Then you feel upset. Then you feel very heavy. You feel very depressed. You feel very sad. So you little girl and boys, what we need to do is, we need to say it's okay. Today I get angry, tomorrow you get angry. Let's forgive, let's forget. That should be the attitude. And that's what we are going to think about it. The idea of forgiving someone, that should be cultivated in us from small. From small, we must say to ourselves, okay, I will sorry, I won't do it again. Or somebody you hurt, sorry, I am sorry, I won't do that again, I won't say that again. Forgiving is a very good quality. When you forgive, you are a very good little girl or boy. Don't keep grudge. I won't forgive. Then you become very stiff. Then you will not be happy. So now we are going to look at it as I must forgive. I must forgive. We always often make mistakes, so we have to cultivate the idea of forgiving, letting go of our ego. I'll tell you a story, the story you already know of a lion and a little mouse. The big lion on a hot summer day, he was sleeping under a tree and snoring away, happy. A little mouse did not see the huge, mighty lion. He came out of the hole and he ran up the tree and he came thumping and he ran over the lion. The lion woke up. The lion was in deep sleep, and here a tiny little mouse wakes him up. He was very angry. He caught hold of the little mouse and said, look here, I'll kill you now. The tiny little mouse begged for mercy and he said, please, Mr. Lion, don't kill me. Let me go. I may be so small, but maybe I'll be of need to you. I may help you someday. The lion laughed. He forgave the little mouse and let go the tiny little animal. But then, later the day, the lion was caught in a net. He was howling, roaring for help. Who came to his help? The tiny little mouse. And he said, you don't worry. You forgave me. We are friends now. I'll help you. And he nibbled away, cut up the little net and saved the lion. So you never know. I must forgive anyone who hurts me. And forgiving someone is a very good habit. You feel good at your heart, you feel good at your mind, and everything gets resolved. So that's what we are looking at. We are cultivating the good habit of forgiving one another. Now, the first lesson of forgiveness is taught and learned in our own little home. So the first thing that you must say to yourself, I must forgive my parents. What do parents do? The parents are always scolding you, training you, telling you this and telling you that. So sometimes you get angry with mommy. Or maybe instead of mommy shouting, you shout at mommy. You must realize you cannot shout at mommy, so I must forgive my parents. What they tell you is for your good. So learn whatever happens, even if you get a small beating from mom and dad, that is for your good. But don't say, oh, I won't talk to my mommy. So forgiving parents immediately is a lesson learned in our home. The first lesson of forgiveness is taught. The first lesson of forgiveness is learned at home. Then, I must forgive who? My brothers and sisters. Now, your parents will help you when you play or when you read something, when you are doing something together in the family, you tend to make your little brother or big brother, little sister or big sister angry. Maybe there's a small fight. And who settles all the quarrels at home? Your mom and dad. Now, when you fight with your brother and sister, what does mommy tell you? Doesn't matter. This time, let her go, let him go. Forgive and continue to be the same like before. So, in our family, we learn a very important value. What is that value? Value of letting go, forgiving our parents, forgiving our brothers and sisters. Now, why do I have to forgive? I must forgive so I stay calm and happy. Why do I forgive? I must forgive so that I stay happy and calm. Now, when you do not forgive, you will have a headache, you will be tensed up, you will be depressed, you will be sad. But when you let go and say, I forgive, I must forgive, so that I stay happy and calm and healthy. So you back again, you'll be happy and calm. To bring about the calmness, to bring about happiness in your mind and your heart, you must cultivate the good habit of forgiving others. The first lesson is learned in our own home. Now, somebody has hurt you. You must learn to say sorry. Now, I must forgive my friends. We have a lot of fighting, quarreling, different views are exchanged among friends. So sometimes I must learn to forgive my friends. Now, why do I forgive friends? When I forgive my friends, I feel happy. Now, sometimes you cannot, you feel so upset, you feel so hurt, you are not able to forgive. So, what do? I must forgive. So, what do I do? So, I write down. You are helping now. All this, you are helping yourself. I must forgive. So, what do? So, I write down. What do? You write down your feelings. So, I must forgive. So, I write down my feelings and hurt. You are hurt. You are not able to say, I forgive. Oh, it's okay. No. So, sometimes to keep your mind calm and happy, what do? I write down my feelings and I hurt, then I feel much better. Then my mind becomes clearer. Sometimes I must forgive, sometimes I am not able to. Then what do? I get my mommy's help. I must forgive, so I get mommy's help. Mommy will help me. Mommy's help. She will help me to sort out my mind. She will help what I did or said or somebody said, is it right or wrong? What decision I have to take, how I have to come about giving forgiveness to that person and to myself. So, I must forgive my parents when they hurt you, when they scold you. You must say, it's okay, it's for my growth. You must be. Say, I won't talk to my mommy. Mommy said this and mommy said that. I must forgive my brothers and sisters. I must forgive my brothers and sisters. The first lessons of forgiveness is learned in cultivating forgiveness is in the house. I must forgive so that I stay happy and calm. When you fight with your brother and sister at home, how you feel? So angry, so upset. But when you forgive, you feel happy and you remain calm. I must forgive my friends. Yes, when you are not talking to your friend, you feel horrible. But when you say, I'm sorry, I hurt you, then you feel very happy. Sometimes, my friend, I am not able to forgive. So what do? I write down the feelings and hurt I have. Sometimes when I cannot forgive, I get mommy's help. Mommy will help me how to sort out my mind. All right? Then, I must forgive. So I talk to the person who hurt me. Instead of waiting for that person to come, I go and talk to the person. So I must forgive. So I go. I take turn to go and talk. And talk to the person who hurt me. Talk to the person who hurt me. Okay? So, you want to clear your mind, you want to be calm and happy. So, what do? You go and talk to the person. Say, I'm sorry I hurt you. I'm sorry, I won't do it again. So, you feel happy after that. Then, I must forgive. So, what do? So, I listen to what others have to tell me. Okay, I must forgive. So, what I do? So, I listen to. I must forgive. So, I listen to what others have to say. To what others have to say. Sometimes in this forgiveness, hurt, all this misunderstanding is there. So, what we are trying to do is, even if the other person doesn't come, I will go, clear my mind, keep myself happy. Now, let us look at it. What are we trying to do here? I must forgive. We are cultivating the value of forgiveness. Why? So that your mind is calm, so that you are happy back again to your own self. You are helping yourself. Now, the first lesson of forgiveness is taught and learned in our own home. I must forgive my parents. When they scold me, they beat me, they tell me things, but all for my growth. So I must go back and say, Mommy, I did it, I broke this, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. So you must forgive me, I will try my best next time. So the first the lesson of forgiveness taught, learned by your parents. So I must forgive my parents whenever I make a mistake at home. Whenever my parents, when I make a mistake, you make mistakes, isn't it? When I make a mistake, or when I break things, or when I say things, something that I ought not to have said, then I must forgive my brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters always quarreling for something or the other. And mommy comes in, daddy comes in to intervene, and they help you to settle quarrels. Say, okay, you tell your brother, sister, I'm sorry I said this, I did this, I broke that. Take it up and say, sorry, forgive me, excuse me. Now, I must forgive so that I stay happy and calm and become myself again. Then I must forgive my friends so that we are back again as friends and not as enemies. When you don't talk to your friends, you feel very, very sad, isn't it? Now, I must forgive, but I'm finding it difficult with my friends. So what do? I write down my feelings and hurt. Then it will help me to go a step further, to go and ask, excuse me, help me. Okay. Now, I must forgive. So, I'm not able to help myself. So, I'm small. So, I get mummy's help. I go to mummy and say, mummy, please, mummy's help. Then, I must forgive. So, I go and talk to the person who hurt me. I go, I don't wait for that person to come. I go and say, I'm sorry, I did it. Then, I must forgive so I listen to what others have to say. We hurt each other, but sometimes we do not listen to the other person. So, I go and listen to what other person have to say. So, what are we trying to do in all this? We're trying to cultivate the beautiful value of forgiveness. I must forgive. Okay. Now, let us look at all the sound that has gone into this. I sound is E, M, again P, W, E, A, we have, then again M, B, S, then we have sound, T, E, sound again, Ha, A, K. Then you have S, I, W, D, H. Then you get the sound again, E sound, G, sound, E, G, A sound, T, and P sound, W, Ha sound. Then you have sound, E sound, L sound, T, W, O, Ha, T, and sound. Let's go read it together once again. We are cultivating the good habit of forgiving others that we remain happy and calm and healthy. I must forgive my parents when I make a mistake, I own up something, or when mummy is angry with us, says, sorry mummy, I won't do it again. First lesson of forgiveness taught and learned in our home. I must forgive my brothers and sisters after a fight or broke something or played a game. Say, sorry, I won't do it again. I must forgive so that I stay happy and calm and healthy. I must forgive my friends. When we are friends, we argue, we have different views. We have to forgive our friend. But sometimes you are not able to forgive your friend. So what do you say? I will write down my feelings and my hurts. And then sometimes, even after that, you are not able to help yourself. I must forgive. So I go and get the help of my mommy. It can be mommy, a teacher, older person. I must forgive. So I go and talk to the person who hurt me. I must forgive. So I listen to what the other person has to say about what happened, the hurt feeling or whatever. So when you do all this, when you forgive freely, you keep yourself back again a happy, cheerful person. We are talking, discussing on the beautiful value of forgiveness. Okay? It's noble, they say, to forgive. Now, I must forgive. So what do? So I try to be friendly. I must forgive. So I try to be friendly. If you are friends, then there is no question of fighting. So, whenever you hurt someone, say sorry and you become friends again. So, when I must forgive, so what do? I try to be friendly again. Okay. Now, I must forgive so that I remain a happy person. Why do I forgive? So that I remain a happy person. I must forgive so that I remain a happy person. So that I remain a happy person. Then what do you forgive? I must forgive. Why? So that I do not lose my friend. I must forgive. I must forgive so that I do not lose my friends. I want all my friends. I want to keep them. So I don't want to lose them. So what do? I say, I'm sorry. I forgive you. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. Please help me. I do that. Why? So that I do not lose my friend. Now, I also must forgive. Why? To maintain peace. I must forgive to maintain peace. Peace at home, peace in the school, peace among friends, peace among friends and neighbors. Why? Why do I forgive? To maintain peace among friends and neighbors. I'm sorry, I did it, I said it, I took it, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. So you do that. Then I must forgive even if others don't forgive me. Huh? You take the first step. That shows a great soul you are. I must forgive even if others don't forgive. Even if others do not forgive. Very easy to talk, but forgiveness is a very difficult value to cultivate. So even if others don't forgive, I must forgive even if others do not forgive me. You go out of the way, you take the first step, you do it because then you become a great soul. Okay? I must forgive so that I make others happy. Why do I forgive? I must forgive so that I make others happy. I make others happy. Why do I forgive? I forgive so that I make others happy. Now, I also forgive even if I am in the wrong. Sometimes say, oh, I didn't do wrong. Why should I forgive? No, I must forgive even if others are in the wrong. I am right. Even then you must forgive. Okay? So, I must forgive even if others are wrong. I am right, they are wrong. Even then, I must forgive. Then I am a great person. Then you feel so good, you feel so light-hearted, you feel so happy. I must forgive. Why? For it is a good quality to cultivate. It's a very good quality. I must forgive. Why? For I must forgive, for it is a good quality cultivate. When it is a good quality to cultivate, whatever, however difficult, you should go ahead and do it. Okay? Now, I must forgive. Why? So that no time is wasted. When you are fighting with your friends, when you're angry with mama, you won't talk. 1 day, 2 day, 5 day. Why waste time? So, I must forgive so that no time is wasted. I must forgive so that no time is wasted. No wasting time. Short life. You want to feel happy. You want to feel good. You want to sleep nicely. You want your heart to be light. You don't want to have a headache. Okay? So what are we trying to do? We are trying to cultivate a very good value, very good habit to forgive. So I must forgive. So I try to be friendly. I know I'm in the wrong. I go and say sorry and we become friends again. Friends fight, but they make it up again. That is part of life. I must forgive so that I remain a happy person. When you forgive, you're back again, you are happy. You make a mistake, you fight, you did something, you said something, I'm sorry. So, you remain a happy person again. Then I must forgive so that I do not lose my friend. If I don't talk to my friends for 1 week, then afterwards I feel so bad to go and talk. Then you leave her off. Then you lose friends. So I must forgive so that I do not lose my friends. I must forgive for what? To maintain peace. Where? At home, among friends, in the neighborhood. To maintain peace. To bring about peace, I forgive. I must forgive even if others don't forgive me. Even if others don't forgive, I will say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter. Just say 2 words. I am sorry. Okay. I must forgive so that I make others happy. When I am correct and they are wrong. And if I go and say, I must forgive, I'm sorry, forgive me, then I make others happy. And I win friends. I must forgive even if you are wrong. Even if I am wrong. Even if I am not wrong. You go and say, sorry. I must forgive, for it is a good quality to cultivate. It's a sign of a great person because it's very difficult to forgive. I must forgive so that no time is wasted. I cannot remain aloof from a friend, from my brother, sister, from my family or neighbor for not talking. But it goes on and on and on, then time is wasted. So I must forgive. Why? So that time is not wasted. Let's look at some of the sounds that have come up in these. Okay, you have E sound, 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 E again, ch, b sound, ch sound, E sound, sound, a sound, 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 ch sound, E sound, d, l sound, f sound, ch sound, p sound, a, then you have a sound, E sound, o, d sound, sound, then you have sound, ch, e, o, ha. Then you have a, E sound, o, a, wa sound. Then you have sound, E sound, E again, a, g, qua, ch, k sound. Then you have s, ch, ch sound and wa sound. What are we trying to do? What are we trying to cultivate? We are trying to cultivate a very good habit of forgiveness, forgiving others, forgiving parents, forgiving brothers and sisters at home, forgiving grandparents, uncles, aunts, forgiving our teachers at school, our friends. In all these, what are we trying to do? To keep ourselves happy, calm, back again a happy place. Let's read for the last time. I must forgive. So I try to be friendly. I say sorry and I try to be friendly. I must forgive so that I remain a happy person. I don't want to be a depressed, unhappy person. I must forgive so that I do not lose my friends. I go up and say, I am sorry, I did it, I said it, I want to win my friends back. I must forgive so that there is peace maintained at home, in the neighborhood, with the friends. So, peace. I must forgive so even if others do not forgive me, I will say, sorry, I forgive. It doesn't matter. I must forgive so that I make others happy. I must forgive even if others are wrong. I go up and say, I'm sorry. I must forgive, for it is a good quality to cultivate. And finally, I must forgive so that I don't want to lose time. Bridge a gap, build a wall.